Hey yo, what's good, everybody? I didn't make a post fight video for Mike Alvarado versus Brandon Rios, and that was on purpose because uh, I was pretty pissed at that fight of what transpired during that fight. That Mike Alvarado went basically unprepared for this fight, and I'll tell you why I was pissed. I'm from Cali, Southern Cali. And me and two homies, we went and we flew. Yes, we flew to Denver to go watch and support specifically support Mike Alvarado. I didn't I didn't put this in a video, but I was the few people that I know that does boxing predictions. I didn't put it in the video like I said, but I was one of the few people that watch boxing or are boxing fans that picked Mike Alvarado to win this fight. Yeah, I thought he had one less great effort in him. And that was this fight, which was in his hometown. So I thought he would give it his all, in training camp. And yeah, but he had to get in trouble, right? He had to get involved with the law. And for anybody watching that thinks you could fight the law, you can't. You can't win with the law, man. Mike Tyson went to jail 3 years in the height of his prime, dude. He was a multimillionaire getting over $20 million a fight. Please. Mayweather went to jail for a few months right after he beat Cotto, in which that fight he earned $32 million. So you watching, you thinking you're above the law. You're not. You're running around with your little schemes and doing whatever you do, man. Just try to stay out of trouble, dude, because that will ruin everything you have, everything you pretty much have to offer your career. I don't know why Mike wasn't prepared, but I'm sure it was something in his mind about going to jail, right? As the homie Ghetto Superstar put it, he was thinking that he wasn't getting no punani for 5 years, so maybe that was on his mind. But I flew over there. I I spent my money to fly, to get a hotel, to buy tickets for that fight. We got good tickets too, man. The car sucked, and then the fight sucked. It was all right, but 3 rounds. Come on, man. We spent 3 days in fucking Colorado, man. I'm still fighting like a minor flu right now because it was so cold over there. Disappointment that was. Yeah, and I was one of the people that were booing in the crowd before that reason. Because when I flew over there, I didn't regret it, and I expected Mike to give his full effort for the fans, for his people that were in attendance. It was his hometown. I don't know why you cannot prepare yourself for your biggest fight of your life in your own hometown. Maybe I should have made this video earlier, but I wasn't doing anything right now, so I'm making this right now. And this goes out to all the fighters. All the fighters that, anybody who's struggling getting in trouble with the law, but mostly fighters, because I believe this to be a boxing channel, right? But all the fighters getting in trouble, man. To the James Kirklands, to the Jermaine Taylors that can't just get their act together. Come on. You're role models to many kids. Maybe you didn't choose to be role models, but you are. And Mike, I got so much respect for you. That Prescott fight where you were just bloody, the middle of your lip was just gushing out blood, man. That was crazy. That was crazy. But come on. your life choices have been probably even crazier. And I have to ask this: a lot of fighters, of course, come from underprivileged backgrounds. Most fighters, I think, because no, no, no son of a millionaire, no rich boy is gonna want to get punched in the face for a living. You know, Chavez Jr. isn't anywhere near as great as his dad, and that's because he had everything handed to him as a kid. You know, I'm not saying that I grew up in the ghetto and all that, but you know, anyway. So, would it be harder for someone that fights for a living that have had previous encounters with the law to stay out of trouble because of their profession? That is the question I raised today. And this goes out to the Mike Alvarados of the world, the James Kirkland, even what's his name, Jermaine Taylor, Brandon Rios had trouble with the law as well. You know, there's a lot of fighters. Floyd Mayweather went to jail. Mike Tyson, woo 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 wee. But that was for a completely different reason, though, right? But Muhammad Ali went to jail, but he was the only honorable man that went to jail for a higher purpose than these other guys that were just being thugs, you know, or fiends, sex fiends like Mike Tyson was, or beating his wife like Floyd Mayweather. But I don't know if these guys God, I keep losing my train of thought. If these guys are more likely to have multiple encounters with the law because of their profession, maybe people call them out, like maybe people call him Mike Alvarado, but to get in fights or Floyd Mayweather and all that, and that leads to violent behavior. But carrying guns like Jermaine Taylor, shooting his own cousin and all that, people just need to get their act together. Their lives could be so much better, dude. Mike Alvarado, you earn more in this fight. I don't know, like 750, right? 750 grand. Then I probably will in the next 20 years, bro. And you can't stay out of jail, dude. You can't stop hanging around with thugs that have that have charges against them too, and you're a felon, dude. Come on, these guys, please get your act together. James Kirkland blowing all types of opportunities. I'm glad to see James Kirkland is finally took that shot against Canelo, right? But took him a while, dude. Took Brandon Rios a while as well. But yeah, man, these fighters, they're disappointing their fans. They're disappointing their hometown, their family, everybody, the sport. You are shaming the sport, Mike Alvarado, by doing what you did on Saturday, by not going prepared. This was a HBO main event fight, dog. In your hometown. I flew all the way over there. It was cold, bro. It was cold. And for you to put the effort that you did, that's just a shame to the sport. That is a damn shame to the sport. Yeah, so that was my quick rant on these fighters that can't keep their act together. And I know it's hard for people that were involved in the judicial system to get out, to get out of trouble, but it's not impossible. Especially if you got money, man. You could you don't see Mayweather hanging out with those old homies with thugs, with the thug rappers, but they just talk about it. They don't actually do it. Real bosses don't actually shoot guns, dog. They don't carry guns. They have bodyguards. Mayweather ain't fighting anybody. He has bodyguards. So, yeah. it's hard because of the background and all that, and you fight for a living, but it's not impossible. And if you can't get motivated to train hard for your own hometown fans, and you should probably just retire because you're doing a disservice to the sport, Mike. Jermaine Taylor, even though he just won a title for some crazy reason, you're doing a disservice to the fans, and you're doing a disservice to yourself. If you don't come to a fight prepared, then you're gonna get beat up like you did, especially someone that's going in to rip your head off like a Brandon Rios, dude. And you know you have to be prepared for Brandon Rios. Mike, you know, how are you gonna go in there with a half-assed effort like that? I don't know, but it was a disappointing night, to say the least. And I believe Mike Alvarado needs to retire. And if those fighters that are have run-ins with the law, if the money and the fame of being a fighter can't motivate you to stay out of trouble, to get, to stop hanging around thugs, stop hanging around the ghetto, then you should probably retire too if you can't live up to the standards that a true championship fighter should. People are paying good money to watch you. People are spending good money to go watch you, dude. And if you're not giving your full effort in that, I know Mike Alvarado gave full efforts in all his fights, but this fight, I think he slacked. I don't think he trained as hard as in the other fights. If he had given it his all, if I believe he had given it his all and he got wiped out in 3 rounds, I wouldn't be dissing him the way I am. But I don't think that he did. He did not give his full effort on Saturday night. He quit. Mike Alvarado quit. And I was the one backing him up when everybody said he quit against Provodnikov. He did not quit against Provodnikov. He took a beating in that fight. And that's the Mike Alvarado that I'd come to know and love. But Mike Alvarado, as we know him, is done. Mike, you should retire. Get straight, man. Get straight. Get some better friends. Get some better friends. Don't get friends that have records. I know. Oh, I'm Rio. I hang around with my old homies. No, man. You gotta be smart. You gotta take care of yourself and your family like a man, dude. You gotta think about you and your future. You're gonna go to a fight unprepared and risking brain damage, which you might already have because you're slurring your speech pretty bad, dude. Pretty bad. And I have mad respect for him, but the effort he gave and his runnings with the law is it's just a disgrace to the sport. And any other fighters that have the same problem should just leave the sport. Leave the sport because you are doing a disservice. And please leave a comment below please leave a comment on your thoughts about this. Maybe is there a correlation between being a fighter and being from the ghetto and the run-ins with the law? Or is it just because they're thugs? Is Jermaine Taylor and Mike Alvarado and James Kirkland just thugs? Or is it because they're fighters? Would they not have this many runnings if they were fighters, famous fighters? Or would they have more? All right. Thanks for watching. If you did all the way to here, thanks, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave a comment. Please leave a comment. That's the most important part for me. Your feedback, your thoughts. Even if it's hate, leave it. Leave it. I'm full of shit. Tell me. Please. Tell me I'm full of shit. All right, everybody. Thanks. Peace.